Hello guys, so today I'm going to do the Blitz rating climb. Let's get into the first game right now. So I'm going to be playing as black. My elo right now is 945, so I hope that I can get that a little better. But yeah, I'm just going to try to get my elo as high as possible. I think I'm going to play like 2 or 3 games today, depending on how it goes. So this game I'm playing the Caro Kann so far, and it's going okay. Usually I don't play the King's Gambit against this, but I was kind of the person who changed it into this, so I think I'll play here, just threaten this. I'm going to try to move a little slower, because sometimes I move a little too fast, and yes, I'm ahead on time, and then I just start making mistakes. I did just block my bishop in. My move there should have moved my bishop out there to pin, and then do that, but that's okay. We'll go here, pre-move that. My plan is to push this pawn and get my queen out here, but I already don't have my bishop to help me. I really need my dark square bishop. This light square bishop is going to be like no help this game because I blocked it in. So I already made a mistake there, but that's okay. Game is not lost yet. We could trade rooks, or I could let him trade, but I think I'm just going to do it already, and then maybe I'll check him. I'm going to like kind of stall before trying to do something about this knight. Like maybe I'll go here. This knight isn't really threatening anything right now. If he moved his queen here to take, then like this could be threatening something maybe. See, he's trying to do something here. I don't know how much of a threat that is, so we're just gonna move my knight here, blocking this. But this knight is still here. I might just like push a pawn or something to stop that. We could move my knight out there. We're gonna need to do something about this. So he's really trying to trap this, which isn't that bad of a plan. I think we'll just move here. We're down on a little bit of time, but not anything too serious. He's really trying to have this threat here, so I think I'm just gonna move here, and since he's threatening this, I'll just threaten to take his knight, even trade. We can get out of there. I am +1 right now, but that can change very quickly, especially in Blitz at this level. So should we take, okay, well let's take the knight first. If he takes here, then I can just get my bishop out, start threatening some of these files here, like moving here. There's some stuff with that. If he takes, I guess I'll move here. He's probably going to defend with his queen somewhere, try to like keep that, but then I can move my knight out and really put pressure on it. I'm trying to think what my queen is doing over here. It's kind of just stalled right here for now. That bishop isn't really doing much. I think I'll just take here. Shouldn't be too much. Okay, now he's going to start attacking like that. Holy cow. Dang, I think that's checkmate. I just fell for a trick. I got a little greedy and took his knight. I should not have done that. Like that move right there. I didn't think that was doing anything because I was thinking like he doesn't have anything there. It doesn't look like that, but I didn't see that rook coming out. So I just got greedy and took, and then he was able to do that. So I need to pay a little more attention to my moves. Yes, I was a little up on time, but I think I needed to take my time a little bit more and just let him blunder, because at this level they'll just blunder. You just gotta play the right moves instead of trying to put time pressure on them. So let's move to the next game. That was a good game to learn. So I'm just going to try to play slower. Now, I can play the opening pretty fast, but even in the opening where I played a lot with this Queen's Gambit, I still kind of want to move slow, make sure I'm doing the right order, because I know the idea of what I'm supposed to do, but it's the order that I might mess up in the opening. So here, just take whenever that's threatened. We got that. So now with this, our dark square bishop isn't enclosed in here. So now we have that out of the way. So this is like the kind of threat here. I'm trying to take this D pawn. I'm trying to get onto this file here. So I could take here. I could progress, but that's not really the plan right now. We're just going to castle and lay low. We could... Okay, he's going to try to push kingside, which I'm completely fine with right now. I guess I'll do this to like stop any moves with g4 with that pawn. And he does. I guess I'll just take and take again. I'm not too worried about this file right now. He doesn't have any queen. Like, this could be dangerous if he takes my knight, but right now it's not very dangerous. I think I'll just take here, kind of try to break up this and then maybe take like this file. I think I'll try to do that. And I can also do here and push here. He's going to threaten this. He might be trying to take over this, which I got to be looking out for. But right now, looks okay. I could fall back here. I could try to defend this a little more, like maybe like bring this back, which I think I'll do. I think that's pretty solid. If he takes, he's going to have to do something about his rook, maybe lose a little bit of time on that. So he's going to try to do something with this now. I think I can just do this. This will do is it can just completely stop his queen from having this file, and if he takes, I can just take here, maybe lose some time on moving his rook. So all it's going pretty good so far. I don't know what I was trying to say there. You could go here and try to open up this file, but I don't think we want to do that yet. This rook is in a good position here. I would be okay with trading rooks just because of how good this file, because it's open, is right now. I kind of want to take because it would just minimize the threat of this file if he only has one rook, but if he double stacks rook, his rooks, it's not game over, but it's definitely a little bit more pressured on that file, so we're trying to stop that. I want to do a little more on his king side over here since he castled. I think he long castled. We can go here. This is free because this is a pin, and if he takes with the queen, I can take with the bishop, and it's not even an even trade, and even if I took with the queen, still pinned, so that was a good move here. We could trade and just take our +4 and simplify the game. I am running a little low on time, but I think I'll just fall back and try to take this. If he gets greedy, that could be bad for him. See, now he's trying to take advantage of this. If he moves here, okay, he loses. I knew that he was going to do that. Sometimes you could just predict when they're going to do stuff like that. So he just blundered his queen, and I was expecting something like that. Even though I was low on time, like eventually, when you're like under 1,000, they're going to make a blunder if you just play some decent moves. Even if they're 1 minute ahead of you, like they're going to make a blunder most likely. And if they don't make a blunder, they're going to make a blunder more than not at this level. And you just got to practice making better moves and then try to practice doing the better moves more and more and faster until you can get really good at blitz and bullet. So that's kind of the idea with this. I think I'll play one more game. So let's get into the next game here. Okay, we're playing as the black pieces. We're going to play the caro kann again. No matter what they do, we're going to do this thing if they play e4. This isn't really a threat because my queen is here. I think I'll just move my knight out. Since he moved his knight out, now I should probably put this pin on here and then enclose the position. And I don't need to do anything with my bishop until he threatens it. So, and then I was supposed to take when he moved his pawn here. Then I could just do this and close the position with this pawn wall, and then we're going to get to the same idea with this. And this is a threat here. He's going to have to do something about that. I don't know. He could move his bishop back. I think that's a pretty solid move. Could move his knight back, but then I just have some good momentum here. So that's why this is pretty good. I'm going to try to get my bishop out. Going to try to take this file. Just going to try to do a lot of stuff on the queen side with my pieces here too. There's a lot of lines on the screen right now. A little overwhelming, but that's okay. We could take this first and then do this because I don't want to get too greedy too quick, and then do here and really secure this. Until he moves this knight, this pawn cannot threaten it, so the best thing he's going to get here is a trade. So this knight is not in danger right now, but once he moves this knight, then it can be in danger and might get pushed off the square without a trade. Just something to think about. I am up on time. I don't know if this is out of, oh, I'm in trouble, but he's disconnecting and may auto-resign, so we'll see what happens here. And he resigned. We won that one. That was pretty solid. I think we played that game very good just from the start here. Like, he moved there, caro kann here, no matter what he did here. So when he went e4, I could play here, getting into the caro kann, and then whatever he did when he moved, if he moved here, 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 whatever he did, we're going to push this pawn. So he did there, this was a pre-move, didn't take much time off of it. And then he took, I did lose this pawn, which is pretty good for this, but he also lost one of his central pawns when I have both of my central pawns. Or I guess I have a central pawn. It's not my original one, but that doesn't matter, it's still a central pawn. And then since this is a little more open, we can get our bishop out a little earlier once we took off this pawn. And then after this, it was good, pretty standard stuff so far. Once he moved this knight out, no matter when he did it, we needed to get the bishop out. And then whenever he puts pressure on this bishop to move, we just trade. So now he put pressure on this bishop, so we just trade. Because this bishop isn't as important, especially with this bishop here, but it's good for this file because we can put pressure on this pawn here. And then hopefully take this pawn and open up this file and have the queen here. So then we just got, we solidified the position. There's not much he can do to attack us here. And then we just, this is a really good file for him, I'm not going to lie. He could have also played this, which is also a really good file. That's something you got to look out for. And then we just got our queen out and having this file and this file, which is really important. And maybe take this if they're not paying attention, which a lot of people don't pay attention to that at this level, especially in Blitz. And then he castled. Yeah, that was a normal castle. And then we just took this pawn. And then I don't know if he just got out of the game because of rage. I don't know what happened, or he just lost internet. But either way, we had a winning position here. I don't know where the bar is, but yeah, that was a pretty good game, pretty good solid caro kann. And then those ideas here just get more and more intense as the game goes on. Like with the double stack here, it really gets really pressury for him. And then you can just castle, solidify the position. You have these pieces to defend your king side. If it ever feels threatened, then you can just attack him whenever you want. But yeah, that's the caro kann mainly. Last game I played the Queen's Gambit, which you can kind of play a caro kann idea with the Queen's Gambit, which I really like, instead of playing like the central variation of the Queen's Gambit, which I also really like. But thank you so much for watching. I think I'm going to do this again. I haven't made a chess video in a long time, so it's good to be back. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.